Hi everyone, this is Tina with Dirt Therapy, and I am walking through the garden. It has been raining for the last week, and which is really refreshing because we have had such a shortage of rain for the last few months. So it was really nice, but it also didn't allow me to get out and do very much strolling through the garden or looking at things that I really need to get done soon. So I am just going to just take a quick stroll. Have had a frost, so there are some things that could use some cleanup, but I don't do all of my cleanup in the fall. I do some of it in the spring as well, like the hibiscus. I let those go dormant before I do anything, and they will pop up back in spring. Some of the grasses I wait on. Some of the other things I'm just gonna let go. There's no reason to do it right now. So I do have some color. I do want to show you that color, and we'll just focus on the good coloring stuff, right? Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you. So can we talk about this black-eyed Susan vine? I am astonished by how much it has really taken over. Even in the grasses, it has taken over. It's made it all the way over to the arbor here. It is still going strong even after frost. It is just crazy. I don't know if I'll plant that again next year, just because of its wild nature. It has taken over the tops of trees, of my buckthorns. It has taken over the top of the grasses, and it's even flowed over here onto this little mini trellis that I put up so it would have somewhere to stop instead of going into the pathway to the gazebo. So I don't know. I don't think I will do that next year. So everything is turning yellow and brown, and the way that it's supposed to at this time of year. However, we still do have some color. I mean, we have the euonymus. This is the dwarf variety. It still has beautiful color, and so does the lemon coral sedum, which I hope to take some of this and overwinter it. In fact, if you look on the ground there is some that self-seeded itself down there. Pretty nice little plant. I just love it. Now, this is an annual here in our zone 5B, 6A, so we will have to definitely take it in. The salvia still has some blooms, and the agastache is just about faded out. Have some on the honeysuckle up there at the top, which makes it really nice. The sweet spires are turning their fall color, which is really pretty. And the 9 barks are just looking gorgeous. Nepeta is still blooming a little bit, along with more salvia. I want to come out and cut a little bit more rosemary to process that. Got another one of the euonymuses back there, and it is definitely starting to get its red foliage. Look at the yarrows. The yarrows are still blooming. The salvia is still blooming. I even had some, I mean, they're spent now, but they probably were, before the rain, were looking pretty good. But now the Rise Up Days climbing rose is starting to show its spent blooms. And things are really starting to fall, like defoliate now. So I just love this. This is the Arctic Fire dogwood, and it really has some beautiful stems. Now, these are the ones I tend to cut off of. There is some brown in there. I need to come in and give it a rejuvenation prune, which I'm going to be doing in the spring. I'm going to cut it all the way down, all 3 of the Arctic Fires that I have. That way it encourages that brown growth that's at the bottom to go away and just have new growth, because it can come back every year with new growth. So I want to get in there. It's going to be perfect for Christmas arrangements. I can't wait. The roses are still holding on, and we got some really pretty color from the plum dandy. That is still holding on, which I am super amazed that it's holding on so well. We've got the colors of the insomnia and the lavender here. That just looks gorgeous. I love the bark of the 7th Sun. This is a Temple of Bloom, Proven Winners. It starts out with some white flowers, and then it turns to these pink, I don't even know what to call them, but this is where the flower was, and then now it turns into this pink. It's so beautiful. I just love how it's turned out. And this one's just a few years old, multi-trunk. The Chinese aster is looking absolutely stunning in its burgundy state. The flowers are all done, but it's still looking beautiful. We still have also some more salvia. Salvia is pretty tried and true. It will show its colors pretty much all season long and give a good show. Now, a lot of people don't like salvia, but I can't see my garden without any. The hydrangea has since kind of faded out. Just, is ready for its dormancy for the winter. And I still will leave these on here because I think that they look so pretty when there's snow covering. I love to leave those. And then I've got another one of the Arctic Fire dogwoods here and over in that section over there. And I'm going to cut it down and have some beautiful stems so I can show those beautiful stems at Christmas. The denim and lace Russian sage is doing really great. It's still blooming, and the black mondo grass is so cute. I just love all of it. The real showstoppers are the trees right now. They are just absolutely gorgeous. It's an autumn blaze maple. Autumn blaze maple was green, turned red, and then now it's starting to fade into those yellowish, orangish colors. I've got the serviceberry tree over there that also changes to a yellowish gold color. We've got the dogwood, which is also turning kind of its burgundy colors right here. So I'm going to take you closer to that. But yeah, see how they're starting to turn a burgundy color? Those are really showing off as well. And then, of course, all of the arborvitaes in the yard are just looking so striking, where everything else is looking dull and dormant and brown. These really shine like a beacon, and I'm really excited to see all of the color that I'll still see this winter. And we can't forget the newly added area where this was all of our ferns. The ferns have been cut down at this point, but they are still going to be gorgeous for the new year. Once the spring arrives, they will show off. And I also planted these sprinter boxwoods that have really made a difference in this area. I also planted some Globemaster alliums around the circumference of the, and there's one, I think I'm going to have to come back out and cover it, but I've planted them all the way around the bird bath right now, just to give it a little extra color in the spring. For now, we're just going to leave this particular bird bath in there until we decide what we are going to do, a more permanent thing, whether it is a bird bath or a fountain, or I don't know what we're going to put here, but maybe even a planter, elevated planter. Don't know, but for right now, it is just going to sit there and be clean and ready for spring. I still have a lot of projects to do. I have a few trees to plant. I have some lungwort to plant. I have 250 daffodil bulbs to plant. So I still have a lot that I need to get done, and I'm hoping that I can get it done sometime this week, probably later week, in between rainstorms. So I also need to winterize the pool. Well, my husband and I will do that together. We've got to winterize the gazebo and take down all of the umbrellas and the toys and get them all packed up that belong to our grandson. So we have a lot of stuff that we still need to do outside. But with the rain that we've been having the last week, it just hasn't been in the agenda to be able to get some of these projects done. So I will have more to share here pretty soon, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. And don't forget, have a great garden day.